how you doing? How you feeling? How you been? It's your girl Shana, the Shana Bell, back at it again with another pick a card reading for you guys. Today the topic for the pick a card reading is how does your person currently feel about you? So today is a love reading. We love them so much. I had recently posted one. It was a repost of my old pick a card readings from back in 2021. I have asked you guys if you would like me to repost them, and I got like majority yes. It was like 96% or something like that said yes. For a long time it was like 100%, so I was okay, I'll post them. But like me looking at them, I'm just like, I'm not really a big fan of the quality of the production for those readings. That was 2 years ago, almost stretching like 3 years ago. So I just I'm going to continue posting them. However, I'm only going to keep them up on my YouTube channel for like the public eye for maybe like 24 to 72 hours. It's more like 24 to 48 hours, honestly. And then after that, I'll post it unlisted and then have it available for anybody who's subscribed to my Patreon. So if you still want to watch it, you can subscribe to my Patreon. Some of them are already just made unlisted because like so yeah, so you can subscribe to my Patreon. That is linked in the description box below. There's different tiers for my Patreon, and the different tiers you will get a different percentage off of my personal readings. The link for that is also linked in the description box. You can subscribe, you can book a personal reading from me off of Etsy. That is linked in the description box below. And then once you subscribe to my Patreon, depending on the tier you have, is dependent on what coupon code you will receive. So yeah, but today the reading that we're doing is how does your person currently feel about you. So meditate on the different photos that are going to pop up after this intro, and I'll see you in your reading. Okay, so hey, pal number one, if you pick the photo of the gorgeous bedroom, it looks like a modern day castle, to be honest. Low-key, it looks like AI. This could be AI. Didn't really look at that before, but it's so beautiful. It's white and gold, and it just gives royalty and princess vibes. So if this is the photo you picked, then this is the reading for you. So Lord Heavenly Father, please tap me into pile number one's energy, so I may deliver these messages to them with honesty and truth, accuracy and precision, for the good of all and harm to none. Amen. So looking at this photo, the way your person currently feels about you is that they want to move in together. They could be thinking about buying you a house or buying you guys both a house and like settling down and starting a family. So being able to buy you guys like a mansion or like a really big house big enough for you guys to start a family in, and or planning on moving in with you or having you move in with them and giving you like the keys to their place, or you know, giving you like a few drawers in their place or something, but basically trying to make you guys more official and let you know that they're serious about you and that they want things to be moving to the next level. Also, I forgot to mention in the introduction part of the video that I am sipping on a mimosa right now. This is the wine that we're drinking. It's a very inexpensive wine. I believe it's like $3 from Aries Cancer. It's the Bay Bridge Vineyards Chardonnay, so like white wine. And then I'm also drinking it with the Minute Maid, so very inexpensive juice. It's like $1 and it's the mango punch flavor. So we're drinking a mango mimosa, and I have some candles lit. I have my abundance candle lit and some incense lit. So we have like a really nice romantic chill vibe, cozy vibe going right now. I'm going to pull from my Light Years tarot deck, and this is linked in my Amazon storefront, which is linked in the description box below. So if you would like to purchase it, you can go check that out. But Lord Heavenly Father, please answer this question for me. What is their person currently feeling about them? How does their person currently feel about them? You have the King of Wands. Okay, passionate. They're very sexually attracted to you. There's too many cards that came out. So they could also be like fantasizing about being in bed with you. I don't know if you guys have done the do already, but if you haven't, then they're thinking about like what it's like. If you have, then you know, they're thinking back to it. And then we have the Queen of Wands coming out as well. So it is a divine counterpart we have coming out. So they think if you guys have done something together like that, then they like, okay, like they think you're really good at it, and you know, you bring a lot of spark and energy into the relationship. If you guys haven't done anything, then they're thinking that you will be like really good in the bed. But regardless, they're thinking, we also have the Star coming out, and that's what I was about to say. They think that you are very creative and very energetic, and like basically a star. I'm trying not to use the word of the card, but like basically a star. They really see you as the apple of their eye, like the star of their life. Basically, like they currently feel as though you are everything to them, and they want to keep you protected. They want to protect you and provide for you, and kind of be that shoulder for you to cry on, and for somebody like somebody you can depend on. If you are a male watching this, then your woman really like looks to you for leadership, and they think you're a really great provider, and like really love you and think that you're doing a great job as their man, and they really just want to take care of you and nurture you, and yeah, to like take care of you and provide for you in like the way of a woman. Like, you know, they want to be the person that you come home to after work, and they want to, you know, clean up after you, or like wake up before you go to work and make you breakfast, and you know, things like that, like do your laundry. Like they just, you make their feminine side come out, and like you make their submissive side come out. Basically, they want to create a life with you, and they want to create life with you. They want to create a life with you and then create life with you. So they want to build y'all life together. Like they fantasize and are manifesting you guys building a life together, and then also when I building a life together, like actually an actual life, like giving birth to a child, like yeah, having a baby for you, basically creating a life, and then creating life with you. Okay, they want both. At the bottom of the deck we have Page of Swords. So there could be something new that they want to learn, or it could just be that they currently feel as though they're still learning a lot about you. So you guys could have recently just like moved in together, or you guys could be like new, like dating new, or it's just like every time they speak to you or they see you, they feel like they're discovering a new part of you or learning something new about you. They feel as though it's never a dry moment with you, and that it never gets old, because they're always discovering something new, always learning about something new with you. Yeah, it's just like you make them feel like a child again and feel like they can always learn something from you. Okay, we also have the Fool card coming out. Yeah. Okay, so they want to start something new with you, and they want to continue learning things with you, and they feel as though they're always learning something with you. That's so funny. So the signs that are here are, and then we have the Five of Cups coming out as well. So we have the Wands coming out, so that is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Then we also have the Fool, which is Aries. Then we have the Five of Cups, which is water signs, so Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And then we have the Star coming out, which is Aquarius. So this can be your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. And then at the bottom of the deck we have the Lovers card coming out, which is Gemini. So you can also be a Gemini, or they can be a Gemini. So yeah, they also see you as like the soulmate, or the twin flame, or like the divine counterpart. Basically the person that was meant for them. They feel like they found their person, and that they don't have to luck anymore. I'm hearing that song where it's like, I found her, so I don't have to. What's that by? I think it's Lil Durk, India. It's either by Lil Durk or by Tosi, Euphoria. But basically he was saying, oh, I found her, so I don't have to find her anymore. That's most definitely Lil Durk, India. Hold on, let me see. No, we're gonna go on Safari. Wait, we're gonna ask Siri, what song, what rap song does it go, I found her, so I don't have to find her anymore? That is not right. Whatever. We're just gonna look at Safari. Give me a second. Give me a second. You know, did you notice how in India, Lil Durk was like, she's so different, she's so different, and then he made a song called The Differences, or like Difference, with Summer Walker, and he's like, and the difference is my bitch bad and she killing them. So he basically, people was probably like, oh, what's so different about her? So he answered it for them. But basically that song was an answer to this song, and I think that's kind of cute and creative. But yeah, I really can't find this, and they're acting like they don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm not about to waste too much time on this. What's rap song goes? It could be different, honestly. Wait, I think I found it. I don't get. No. But anyway, this song says, I can't lie, I can't tell my guys that I'm in love and I feel so shy. And we both turned up, we from the shy. But I don't ask about her other guy, I just want to eat you alive. So regardless, the song's cute, but that's not what I was looking for. Like, at all. But basically in this song, he's saying like how he wants a wife and things like that. So, but, whoa, I spent way too much time looking at that because about 10 minutes. So let me just get back to the reading. Yeah, so with the Five of Cups that came out before, so this person could have been this person could have been heartbroken before and like gave up on love and was saying like, yeah, you wasn't gonna fall in love anymore and like you was over it. You might have been trying to play the field or just like really focus on yourself and like your money and, you know, loving yourself and like not caring about other people and not wanting to be tied down and not having to worry about anyone else, like not having that obligation to have to consider other people, consider other people's feelings, or not even being vulnerable enough to even be able to be hurt by somebody else. So you just put up walls, put up boundaries, and was just like, I'm not going to do this. But I feel like you might have had walls at a time, but then you healed, and instead of having walls up now, it was just like boundaries and standards and things. Like you found out who you are and what you need in order to feel comfortable, secure and like happy in a relationship. So then those walls became boundaries, and then you found this person who it was like you didn't have to lower your standards, you didn't have to change your boundaries, whatever the case is. Like this person just fit into what it was you was trying to not even manifest, but what it is, you was just like, okay, if I'm going to love again, then you have to check off all these boxes. And this person feels as though you check off all the boxes, and you feel as though this person also checks off all the boxes. So you feel safe loving this person, or this person feels, the way this person is currently feeling about you is that they feel safe loving you completely and fully because you do check off all the boxes that somebody would need, that they would need in order to be able to love and be vulnerable with you again, love fully and be vulnerable with somebody again, because they was really about to give up. We have the Empress coming out when I split the deck, so you could be a Libra or Taurus as well, and this is giving fruit. I'm hearing fruitality, but that's not even a word. Like fruitful and what do you call it when somebody I'm throwing a blank right now. What do you call when somebody is able to like give birth, like get pregnant? Like I don't even remember. What's that word? what is it called? Oh my gosh, what is wrong with my brain? My brain just doesn't work no more. It's not abundant. It's, well, yes, you're abundant, but that's not the point. Like, and it's not fruitful either, but like, yes, but no, that's not the, that you're fruitful, but that's not even the word. Like when somebody can easily get pregnant. Sorry. What do you call it when somebody can get pregnant? Are you kidding me? What do you call, what's the word that means that you can get pregnant easily? Fertile. That's the word. Fertile. You're very fertile. Yeah. Life with you is fertile and they think that you're fertile. The Four of Pentacles is also coming out with the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So that is basically how that's illustrating you guys being, this person is somebody who is not really open to loving and not really open to giving and not very open to being vulnerable with people. However, they are with you with the Six of Wands because they felt as though they won the lottery when it comes to you, because you literally check off all the boxes and you're everything that this person wants, everything that this person desires, and it's kind of like a dream come true to them. They didn't really think that they was going to be able to get something like that or receive that. However, you came into their life and like they didn't really believe that there was somebody like you that actually existed in this world, or like you're kind of like a fantasy, or like just something that people see in TV or things that people see like online. So you could be like an influencer or a celebrity or just very abundant, very smart, very successful, very accomplished, and like you could be like rich or wealthy or come from a wealthy background, or like your family are very, like your parents were very successful. Even if you don't really look at it as like, oh yeah, you're so rich or whatever, your parents could have had a lot of money or worked and created a great abundance and wealth for you guys from the time you was like born to now. And it's kind of like rare. So even say you came from like a minority background where you know how the government and society kind of tries to keep us like try to keep certain races and demographics behind, like they try to slow our progress and like kind of make us, they try to make life harder for us, basically try to make it harder for us to succeed in life and succeed in certain neighborhoods and certain governments and certain countries. So it was very much so like you was able to create, and you and your parents were able to create a like wealth for you guys and riches for you guys. Even though the odds were against you, you were still able to create a lot for yourself. So it's just like really mind-blowing, because their norm for people that look like you is like poverty, or like not having a lot of experience, not having a lot of money, not having a lot of like accomplishments and achievements. Like they're used to just finding like a lot of people who didn't match up to what they needed in a partner. Even though it could have just been like because society makes it hard, you and your family pushed forward and was able to make something of yourselves and make a great life for yourselves, and your parents was able to make a great life for you and their children. And you guys are just a great representation of, with hard work and dedication, it doesn't matter who tries to go against you or how the odds are against you, you can still come out the victor. I'm seeing Katniss in the Hunger Games. So basically, you know how they be like, oh, in the Hunger Games they say may the odds be forever in your favor. But okay, so sorry about that, my camera died, I had to switch it out really quickly. But like, yes, what I was saying is, you know how like in the Hunger Games, Katniss was from District 12, which was like the poorest, like one of, if not the poorest district out of the 12 districts, excuse me. And they literally only had one victor out of the 74 years of having the Hunger Games in the first place. And so the odds was really not in her favor, her or Peter's favor, to be honest, because District 1 and District 2 are more wealthy, districts, and they have victors all the time, and they literally train from the time they're like 4 years old, or from the time they're like born until they turn 17, and then they literally volunteer to go into the Hunger Games because it's like a badge of honor if they win or whatever the case is. So yeah, so it is kind of like, that's kind of like you. So like you and but then at the end, Katniss and Peeta both won. So the odds was not in their favor at all. And then also when they was doing like the thing, like when they was putting out their rates of how much they think that they was gonna win, they gave Katniss like a really high number to kind of make her a target basically. So they was kind of trying to manipulate and sabotage her. So that's kind of like how I see like your life, or at least the minority or demographic that you come from, is that they try to make, one, you come from less, like you don't have as many resources, and you have not seen as many people that looks like you become successful, so you have less of you have less mentors like in your life, like your immediate life, to guide you basically. And then also that looks like you, mentors that look like you to kind of guide you and motivate you. And then on top of that, there's people always trying to sabotage you, whether directly or like indirectly, because of the skin tone, because of the color of your skin, or because of the religion and your beliefs, or whatever the case is. You're just always being targeted and things like that. So it's like the fact that you and your family was able to do so much and get so far and be so successful and wealthy and accomplished and so high standing in society is just like mind-blowing and a dream come true, because I feel as though this person was also one of those, like that type of person. Like they also come from a minority or like a demographic that's like that there's not as many people that's successful, or you know, they are always being sabotaged or looked down upon, or they just come from less resources and things like that, or like poverty and things. However, they was able to come out of that, or they was just able to make a completely different life for themselves and build, like them and their family, whatever the case is, like they were able to build a great life for their children and for them. So like their parents was able to build a great life for their children, which was basically your person. And now your person was able to take what their parents was able to build for them and make it into even more. So now you guys are just like really successful, wealthy people. Even if you're just like, oh no, I'm not successful, I'm not that wealthy, you really are, especially compared to your demographic that you come from. And then on top of that, just society wise, you are very successful, you are very wealthy. Like if you make close to 6 figures, then you make, like the average household in America makes like $64,000 I think a year. The average household in Massachusetts makes $76,000 a year, and that is the highest income on the east side. And then the west side I think is like 64,000, something like that. I don't remember. I'm from the east side, the east coast, so I'm also focused on that side. But like I literally just did like research on this. But so if your household alone, like if your household makes more than $76,000, then you're already making more than the average income in the highest income state on the east side, which is a kind of that's actually the highest income in America. And then also like the highest household income, so that means both parents, or if you were living in one house income, then you know, one parent household, then yeah. But yeah, so it's like taking these numbers into account. Don't look at like, oh, you're not a billionaire. Mind you, only 0.7% of America are millionaires, and then 0.3% of America, 0.7% of the world is millionaires, and then 0.3% of the world is billionaires. So you need to understand that there's 56 million millionaires in the world. So you could very much so be a millionaire, or you're setting yourself up into become a millionaire. Like especially when you guys are together and you guys put your households together, then you guys, it's you're not far off from being a millionaire, honestly. Like, you guys have been building up in order to be a millionaire. So it's like, it's not, I don't want to say it's not about the money, because part of it does. Like, if you think about how royalty was back in the day, and starting off this reading, you picked the picture of the room that gives off royalty. So you guys are like modern day royalty, basically, especially for your neighborhood, from your neighborhood or your demographic. You guys are the epitome, like, you guys are the representation of success for your demographic. So you guys being together is like a power couple and a powerhouse, because think about how royalty was back in the day. People would marry for power, to pit the two kingdoms together. Like, if you was a king or a queen or a prince or a princess, your parents would marry you off to another very powerful kingdom, so you guys can pit the power together. Sometimes you will marry within the family, so you can keep the power in the family and just build a stronger kingdom like that. So from you guys marrying each other or being together, you guys are going to pitch your wealth, the family's wealth together, and the family's successes and everything like that together, and then just become even more powerful and even more wealthy, even more successful, even more accomplished, basically. So yeah, that's how your person basically currently feeling about you. Like, they feel as though you are exactly what they was looking for. You are very beautiful, very successful. You guys are going to be able to build a great future together and really be able to change the course of the world and how people view your demographic, view your race, or view your religion, or whatever the case is. And you guys are just like, basically, in modern day terms and in ebonics, they think you're it. You're it. Like, they watch you and they're like, yeah, she's it, or yeah, he's it. Like, yeah. They think you're perfect. You're perfect. But yeah, those are your messages, pile number 1. I hope it resonated. If it did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know how it resonated. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel with the bell notification on, so you can be notified whenever I upload. I upload every single day, sometimes multiple times through the day. I also put polls out here and there to figure out what words to figure out what type of content you would like. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you can participate in those polls. I also do have a giveaway coming very soon, so be on the lookout for that as well. If you want a heads up, you do have to be subscribed to my channel in order to enter into the giveaway, and then follow me on the rest of my platforms or extra entries. So also be sure to follow me on the rest of my platforms. Those are all linked in the description box below, and subscribe to my Patreon, which is also linked in the description box. And to book a personal reading, you can book it on my Etsy shop, which is again also linked in my description box below. If you would like a discount code for my personal readings, then you can subscribe to my Patreon, and the different patrons have the different tiers on my Patreon has different discount codes, different discount percentages for my readings as well. So yeah, so those are all the messages for you guys. I love each and every single one of you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, pile number 2. How you doing? How you feeling? How you been? This is your reading. If you pick the photo of the iPad, this is a cute photo. The iPad, the hair clip, the little notepad, and the iPhone with the cute background with the coffee in it. And this is a reading for you. So Lord Heavenly Father, please tap me into pile 2's energy, so I may deliver these messages to them with accuracy and precision, honesty and truth, for the good of all and harm to none. Amen. Okay, so looking at this photo, hold on, my incense went out, so I'm going to relight that really quickly. And then at the same time, we're just going to cleanse the energy. So okay, I'm gonna cleanse the energy. So do a little cleansing. Here you go. You can get some too. Cleanse your mind, body, and soul. Amen. Lord Heavenly Father, thank you so much. And yeah. Okay, so your person probably feels like you are very clean. You're very organized. You could be a Virgo, or have your North Node in Virgo, or your Saturn in Virgo, or Capricorn in Virgo. That doesn't make sense. have have your Capricorn in Mercury, because Virgo is ruled by Mercury, or have Capricorn in Saturn. They just think you're very stable, very organized, very, you're of this world, but not, you're in this world but not of it. So you know how to make things work for you, and you are very good at visualizing something that you want and then making it come true in the real world. Like, yes, you are into manifestation and you're delusional, however your delusions tend to come true. So people think you're delusional because you have big dreams and big aspirations, and you are very elaborate and grand and big on things. However, you make it happen for yourself and you make it possible. You make concrete decisions and concrete plans in order to make the delusional plans that you have, or delusional goals and dreams that you have, come to life. So they also think like you're magical, but it's like they understand that it's not really magical. I feel like this person themselves have made really big dreams come true for themselves. Like, this person themselves can be very successful or wealthy or whatever the case is. But it's like to the average person, or like somebody who doesn't have as much, or like somebody, I don't want to say poor person, but somebody who doesn't have much education, doesn't have much qualifications, doesn't have as much resources as you, they would hear your dreams and aspirations and be like, or your goals and plans. They will listen to your goals and plans and just think that this is like fetch and you're being delusional and whatever, but this is like your everyday normal life, and your person also understands that is your everyday normal life and that it's real. Like, these are concrete plans that you have set in place and not just a fantasy or a dream. Yeah, they feel as though you, like, if like somebody's person, like if somebody else's fantasies and dreams is your realistic plans. Like, to some people, going to college is a fantasy or far-fetched dream, but to you, that's like easy. All you have to do is apply and you got it, type thing. Like, that was like just the next step in your career. Some people, marrying a wealthy man, making six figures, or marrying a man who makes six figures is like wild and out there and far-fetched, but to you, like, your parents probably both make six figures or close to it, you know? So it's just like you grew up with that, and so that's normal, and you expect to do that. Or you make six figures, and every man that you ever talk to makes six figures, or at least close to it, or something like that, you know? Like, their starting salary was close to six figures, and then within a couple years they started making six figures, or their starting salary was six figures, you know? Like, yeah, I feel like everyone around you, or like the people around you, like, you're used to them making at least like 70K or something like that. So when somebody's like, oh, you want a wealthy man, like, you have to, you know, you have to be like this and this and that. But mind you, the things that they're trying to tell you that you have to be in order to want a wealthy man, it's like those are things that you already are and have always been. Like, you was born successful, you was born accomplished, you was born talented, you was born worthy, right? You was probably put into dance classes and like music lessons, and like went to a prestigious elementary school. Like, you was probably put into dance classes, music lessons, all that stuff from the time you was like 4 years old, and like sports from the time you was 4 years old. So then, and then you did it all your years through high school, elementary school and high school, and then probably in college or like after and things like that. So it's like you don't even see how successful and talented and accomplished you are, because this is just your norm. But know that not everybody has experienced that, and not everybody had the opportunity to do that. So you are already put above the average person, because you was put into these things from the time you was basically born, you know? Like, from the time you was able to do it, you've been doing it. So yeah, this person sees you as realistic, even though your dreams are far-fetched to some people. They see you as, like, they wouldn't even say potential in you, because you're already executing it, if you get what I'm saying. It's just, they can see how far you're going to go based off of how far you've come and the work that you're doing, and how much you progress, and how well you execute all the things you put into place to help you get further. I hope I'm articulating this right and like communicating it to you in a way that you can understand what I'm saying. But this person sees you as somebody who is very successful for you. You are very successful you are more successful than majority of the world, and you're very young at that. So they're not saying that you're successful for your age. They're saying that you are very successful, and then you are very young on top of that, if you get what I'm saying. I hope I'm articulating this correctly, like for you to understand what I'm saying. Okay, I'm gonna pull some tarot decks. I'm gonna pull some tarot cards. I'm using the Light Seers Tarot. So, Lord Heavenly Father, how is their person currently feeling? Oh my gosh. Let's get it together. How is their person currently feeling about my pile number ones? Star. My pile number twos. Ooh, should I put it? No, don't put it back. But I did say pile number one, and this came out in pile number one. So if you would like to go check out pile number one, I say go do that. It will kind of give you more insight on what I was saying in the beginning. But oh my gosh, not 7 minutes into the video and I pulled one tarot card. I'm very much so a channeler, just so you know. I'm very good at channeling. I'm clairvoyant, I'm claircognizant, clairvoyant, clairaudient, and clairsentient. So basically just now I was channeling based off of my claircognizant and my claircognizant, because I kind of just knew what I was talking about. So claircognizant is like psychic knowing. Clairvoyance is psychic seeing. So I was like seeing things through the picture, and then also I was just like visualizing things in my head. Like I was just like seeing scenes play out and scenarios. And then I'm clairsentient. So clairsentient is like feeling. So I was kind of feeling the energy. And then clairaudient is like hearing. Just now I don't think I was like hearing. I was kind of hearing things, but not really. Like in pile number one, I heard a song playing, so that's more so how clairaudient will come through. Like I would hear phrases or hear lines, or actually like hear songs playing in my head and things like that. So yeah, I don't necessarily need the cards, but I do like the cards to help me articulate what I'm trying to say and give you a visualization of what messages I'm getting. It kind of helps me communicate the message. You know how I was saying, I hope I'm articulating this correctly and communicating in a way that you can understand. That's what I use the cards for, because the illustrations help me communicate it in a way for you to understand it and articulate it correctly. But yeah, okay, so Three of Cups upright. Okay, we have the Three of Cups coming out as well. Okay, so this is a little bit different energy. However, I feel like this is a continuation of pile number one, so you can like watch pile if you feel called to. You don't have to, but it's like to get the full picture. It would help if you just like watch both of them, because I don't like repeating messages. How does pile number three's person feel? Let me ask a question and then start shuffling. They're telling me I can take these cards, but like I want to ask a question first. How does pile number two's person feel about them? How does pile number two's person feel about them? Okay, we have Justice in reverse. They said take that one in reverse. LOL. So I saw, and if you are of the Caucasian race, do not take this offense, because personally I don't really approve of this. I feel like a lot of people would just be bitter a little bit and mad and need to get over it. And I don't want to say get over it, because low-key I can't really say that, because my parents aren't from America. They're from Trinidad, which was enslaved, but not enslaved by white people. I think they was enslaved by Hispanics. So that could be why my sisters... Anyway, we're not going to talk about it. But okay, so there was this video I saw on TikTok. No, not TikTok. On Twitter, on X. However, it was... By the way, follow me on Twitter, which is now called X. It's Siobhan Shana and the Shana Bell. So yeah, literally the same thing as on here. It's linked in my description box as well, but I just be chatting on there and it's fun. So yeah, if you want to be besties, I say follow me on Twitter, to be honest. So okay, so I saw a video and it was like a couple, like it was a biracial couple, so you could be in a biracial relationship, and the girl made the video and she was like, does anybody else's man does this? Like, does like her man she was like, how her man walks her, or like takes her on a walk like she's a puppy. And basically what was happening, she was recording him, they was walking somewhere and he was holding her neck like this as they walked. And then so people was like mad in the comment section, but then somebody retweeted it. I believe it was a black woman. He's a black woman or a black man. they retweeted it and quoted it, and they was like, oh, I don't understand why you guys are mad in the comment section. He's doing this for our ancestors, or like our forefathers. I think the person said they're doing this for our ancestors. It's not like it's a black woman, it's a white woman. They're doing it for our ancestors. And then in the comments they was like, yeah, for our forefathers, like I'm not mad at it, yada yada. And I'm just like, and I do know people think like that. Like people be thinking like, cause I was at school one day and one of the guys, he was like, oh, he wants to date a white girl just once. So he wants to date a white girl just once for his ancestors, and he needs the father to be like racist. Like he wants the father to be like a white racist, so he can be like, yeah, your daughter wanted me to go raw today, but I wrapped up. But yeah. And I'm just like, I'm gonna mind my business. Why was that? That's the justice in reverse, basically. So and then also in this picture is literally two different races. So anyway, that was just a story, but like I don't agree with that. That's like, yeah, I feel like very much so people need to get over it, especially if you're messing with somebody who is not racist and treats you well and like, you know, believes in equality, and then you're just trying to use them for your own personal gain, like you know better. And so personally, I don't agree with that. I want to say it's different if that person's racist too, but like even so, just I'm somebody who's just like leave them where they're at then, but like that's not my business. This is not a this is not that. So okay, but how does your person feel about you? So your person sees you as somebody who can basically bring the races together. So like I said, this could be an interracial relationship, or they just see you as somebody who can conduct yourself in a very good manner no matter where you are, no matter who you're around, and you can get along with everybody. We have the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So signs that are president. So they also see that you can be the president. So maybe you are a minority and they can see you being a president, or even if you are, you know, Caucasian, then they see you as being able to be the president and making great change for the world and helping fix all the injustices in the world. Okay, but however, with the stars card we have here, you can be an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and then the cups is water, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Justice is Libra. Justice card represents the Libra. Excuse me. And then Pentacles represents earth signs, so Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Okay, you can also just be very beautiful. So this person also sees you as somebody very beautiful. With the Justice card, she has two different hair colors, so they can also see they currently feel like you look very beautiful no matter how you do your hair, what color you do your hair, or they just feel like you would look better if you was to lighten your hair. So maybe you keep your hair black or something, and they think that you would look very beautiful if you did blonde hair, or like a blonde, I said that, or like a honey blonde, or brunette, basically like a brown. Yes, they also want to introduce you to their friend group, and also they want to keep you to themselves. I'm also seeing that they want to you could be somebody who is very generous and gives back. You could do a lot of community service and things like that as well. So they see you as somebody who doesn't mind giving to the world, or giving your time and attention to situations that require attention, basically. So maybe you'll go to like countries in Africa and help with like the regression there, or like if there, like when there was a earthquake in Haiti, maybe you like donated, or you actually went there to help with the reconstruction. Or I'm also just getting like a lot of island energy, or like African energy and Hispanic energy. So you could be of one of those races, or just have friends and people that you know that's like that. So you're also, they see you as somebody who is just, and you like basically not racist. Like you're like, you know how I was telling the story earlier, and it was like you're not you're not an extremist on either side. Like, not the black people who's extremist, who be trying to get justice for their ancestors, or you're not like one of the Caucasians that are racist and follow like the ancestral stuff, right? So I don't know, maybe you are in an interracial relationship, so that's something they take into account and they actually appreciate it. I remember watching a TikTok video, and there was this girl, she was a black girl, and she was dating a white man, and she was like saying all the things that her boyfriend does that she loves and like what makes her feel comfortable in the relationship, basically. And she was saying like how one of the things was that during the Black Lives Matter movement, her boyfriend's family was saying to her like, oh, they was like all lives matter, and then the boyfriend was like, oh no, you can't say that because you're basically trying to, you're kind of taking away from the Black Lives Matter movement and things like that. And she was like how she really appreciates that because especially around that time, it just felt nice not having to be the one to explain and educate people on certain things, and like her boyfriend was able to take care of that, even though she was saying how like, yes, that's like bare minimum, but it's just nice to not have to do that. Like, for example, if your man opens the door for you, right, clearly that's bare minimum, he should do that, but it's just nice to not have to worry about that. If you have a jar of pickles and your man makes sure to open it for you, like, yeah, bare minimum, like he opened a jar of pickles, but it's just nice to not have to do that, basically. I'm not trying to say that the Black Lives Matter movement is as insignificant or whatever, as small as opening a jar of pickles. What I'm saying is the fact that he would stick up for or like explain that is as small, because it's just like, it's 2020. At that time it was 2020, now it's 2023. You should know this by now, and I shouldn't have to say anything. So the fact that he would speak up, like, yeah, it's a small gesture, but it is like, it's a gesture that should be expected at this point. However, it is a nice to know that the person in my corner would do that, because there's a lot of men out here who won't open the door for you. There's a lot of men out here who won't open a jar of pickles for you. So it's nice to know, like, yes, there are men out here who will, like, a man of Caucasian race would open the door for you. Okay, so I don't know how this reading ended up being about race. Like, because in the beginning it was giving you have your life together, but those messages was very much so for like pile number 1, I guess. Okay, then we also have the World card in reverse. So they feel as though you're somebody who will change the world because the world needs changing. You have the King of Swords. Yeah, like your voice needs to be heard because you have like a very nice viewpoint and the world really needs changing. So that could be where the Virgo and Capricorn energy was coming from in the beginning. Also, we did have Earth energy coming out, right? So yeah, so we have at the bottom of the deck now the Lovers card, so you can also be a Gemini. The World card is Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius because it's fixed sign energy. And then we have the Swords coming out with the King of Swords, which is air energy, so Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra again. So Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini has already been shown with oh my gosh, all the major arcana for the air signs have been out. And then the one, okay, no, not the only non-major arcana card, but whatever. It came out that represents it, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, it's basically just saying that you are somebody who, you're very organized, you already know, like, you have experience and a lot of education behind, like, under your belt. So you are somebody who should be in the limelight. So maybe like a governor, a senator, a motivational speaker, the president of the United States, like things like that. Like, you're somebody who, like, you should do a lot of panels and a lot of you should have your own talk show, or go on a lot of talk shows and just speak your point of view, speak your mind. You should get like a PR team, so you can have people like help you form, like, develop your thoughts better and figure out how to communicate it and deliver it better, so it will be taken better on like a wider scale. Because like there's certain things that you really just can't say, or you know it's going to be very controversial and give you more of a bad rep than anything. So do remember that. However, yeah, they feel as though you're somebody who is very educated and knowledgeable, and a lot of people should listen to you because of that. And they feel as though you'll make a huge change in the world because the world needs it. The world is kind of in shambles right now, and it would be nice to have somebody like you're with the lovers up on the deck. Like, you are a very loving soul, and the world needs more love. And if more people was to follow you, like if you was in a position of power, then there will be more love in the world just off of the changes that you make in the world. And then if more people was to follow you and develop your habits and your mindset and your values, then the world would be a better place because more people will have more love in their heart and less hate in their heart. But yeah, those are the messages that I get for you. Like in a sense, like there's a lot of racist people in the world from all races, and I know how they be like, oh, black people can't be racist because we're the minority, but like, if you're gonna act like that, that's you being racist, and then you use that. Oh no, they say that black people can't be racist because we're not in poverty, but we can't be, basically they're saying how we can't be racist because we're not in like the position of power, basically, right? But if you're gonna, like, I feel as though black people just use it as an excuse to be able to be racist. Anyway, well, those type of black people, you know? So anyway, yes, those are your messages, pile number 2. I hope it resonated. If it did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Press the bell so you're notified whenever wait, let me be more specific. Hold on. Pile number 2, I hope it resonated. If it did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know how it resonated and which pile you came from. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel with the bell notification on so you can be notified whenever I upload. Also, be sure to check out my description box. I have the links to all my platforms there, as well as my Patreon and my Etsy shop where you can book a personal reading for me. If you subscribe to my Patreon, you get discount codes depending on which tier you get. Depending on which tier you subscribe to, you'll get a different percentage off of your personal reading. The discount code is there once you subscribe. Yeah, so that is everything I have for you guys. I love each and every single one of you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, pile number 3. I've been recording for a very long time now, and I'm only on pile number 3. This is why I only do 10 minutes, but I've been going on for like 20 minutes plus a pile. But pile number 3, if you pick the photo of the oracle deck, the Cosmic Intentions card set, which is like a beige and goldish aesthetic with like browns in it as well. Like, it's just a gorgeous aesthetic. Like, this is my aesthetic. Clearly, right? Yes. So then this is the pile for you. So pile, Lord Heavenly Father, please tap me into pile number 3's energy, so I may deliver these messages to them with accuracy and precision, honesty and truth, for the good of all and harm to none. Amen. So looking at this, okay. Looking at this, your person currently feels as though you're very intuitive and psychic, and you kind of scare them because they're just like, how do you know the things that you know? You hit them, like you text them when they think of you, or you just pop up places like whenever they think of you. If you do tarot card readings and that type of stuff, they watch your stuff and they're like, okay, how do you know these things? Like, say you've done a how does your person currently feel about you, they'll watch it and they'll be like, how do you know I feel this way about you? Basically, like, they'll cross watch. And they'll be like, how do you know this? Like, and yeah, so that's what I'm getting from there. Like, the other 2 piles, I was getting so much from their picture. But also, they think that you're very aesthetically pleasing. So they feel as though, yeah, they love how you're set up. Okay, so you know how like a lot of tarot readers, they don't really care, like put a lot of attention into like the aesthetic of things, and they more so just like care about like the message that's being put out and things like that. Well, there's there's a lot of, let me take that back, because there's a lot of tarot readers who set up their place really nicely with like crystals, and like they make their place aesthetically pleasing. So how do I articulate this? They like how they like your aesthetic. Basically, they feel as though you're more than just a tarot reader. Like they don't want to put, they wouldn't put you in a box of tarot. They would kind of widen your niche of like, yes, you're like a tarot reader, you might put out like a lot of tarot content. However, they feel as though you will excel if you was to do more than just that. Like say you just do tarot readings, and they're like, okay, well, excuse me, you should do more lifestyle content, or you should do more, you should do like more fashion content or more beauty content. Like you should show more basically of yourself and your aesthetic, because you are well put together and you would excel doing all those. Like you're well put together and you're very beautiful and you live a dream lifestyle. And if you was to show more of your life and more of what you do and more of what everything looks like, then you kind of change the way the world views tarot reading. Because I feel like a lot of people view tarot and things like that as like a poverty type of mindset type of thing. Like it's just talking and not actually true. Like you're being, like a lot of people think that tarot is just you giving vague descriptions. It's for engagement basically. And instead of like, if you was to show that synchronicities and things like that that occur in your day-to-day life, or the practices that you have, and like the meditations and things like you scrying, and kind of like you just implementing how you add this to your day-to-day life, and how tarot is not this far-fetched thing, but more so a tool to reflect on your life and to kind of, it's like an everyday type of practice to implement it into your life. Let me go back. Like if you was to show how to implement these type of things into your life every single day, then it will change the dynamic that people have around tarot readings, and then kind of help develop and grow and change the spiritual community and like how people view it. Like subliminal, like say you do subliminals, I don't think there's very few subliminal creators that actually show themselves and what they look like, so people think that subliminals don't work. But like imagine how beautiful subliminal creators actually are, and in the few that you do see, they are literally strikingly gorgeous. So if the people in the spiritual community was to be able to show themselves in their lives more, and I don't want to say really like your finances, but like the things that you buy, so like kind of show it in a way that is not really you trying to flex on what you have in your manifestations, but like say you manifested a shopping spree, do a clothing haul, or like a clothing shopping spree, right? Do a clothing haul. Or if you manifested like a skincare shopping spree, then do a skincare haul. Or if you manifested you traveling somewhere, then do a travel vlog, like things like that, you know? So it's like people know that this is real, and it's not just me coming on camera, or not just you just coming on camera and being like, oh yeah, you can manifest your whole entire life. Like no, show them that you are manifesting your dream life, and that your dream life, you have manifested your dream life, and you're still continuing to manifest your dream life and your dream desires and all those things. And at this point, it's not hard. Like you can show people how you just do it on a day-to-day basis, from doing like your morning routines. Like do a morning routine. In your morning routine, you will show how you wake up, you meditate, you journal, you do yoga, you stretch, you know, you work out, and and then like easily you're manifesting your desires, because you wake up, you meditate, and you journal, and you write down your gratitude and the things you're trying to manifest for the day, you know. Or if you just do a daily vlog or like a weekly vlog, you'll show how you implement these things in your day-to-day basis, and like just your everyday practices. And then from you doing these things, it helps you manifest your dream life. And then from you vlogging, it's like people are just naturally seeing the fact that you are manifesting your dream life. This person just feels as though you're a star. We have the sun coming out. So this person currently feels as though you deserve to be in the limelight, and you deserve more recognition and to be seen more than what you are being seen for. Like, you deserve to be recognized more. And if you was to show people more of your life, it will be like your testimony that these things are real and that you are real. Like, the things that you believe in and the things that you practice are real, and that you actually are good at it. And more people should follow you because of how good you are at it. And a lot of people can learn from you, from watching you and listening to you, because of how well you was able to do it for yourself, basically. So I'm going to take out the sun card. You could be a Leo, okay? Because the sun represents Leos. But how does this person currently feel about pile number 3? We have the Ace of Pentacles. So you can also be a earth sign, so Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and this can be your sun, moon, rising, Venus, okay? So with the Ace of Pentacles, this person feels as though you are very wealthy and that you are going to have even more money. That you're going to have a lot of money. Like, the amount of money that you have right now is really just the beginning. It's the ace. It's like, this is just your ground. Like, you're planting the seeds in order to have a lot of money, like, for you to grow more seeds. So you could be somebody who like invests in things, and instead of like using your money or like flaunting your money and just throwing your money out places, whenever you get money, you make sure that you put money in places that will cause you to make more money. So like I said, if you say you do tarot card readings, once you get money, you might invest in like getting more things for your practices, so like new crystals or new tarot decks or new oracle decks, or new outfits that you can wear for your content. So maybe like other type of content, like, or you'll invest in like a new journal or a new, like, you'll invest in something to help you improve your practices, help you improve your brand, help you improve your business, help you improve your content in whatever way that you can. So maybe you do like tarot readings, but you have it facing like the desk. So you'll invest in you getting your nails done, so your nails will always look nice when you're putting your hands in the camera, you know, like things like that. Okay, how does this person currently feel about my pile? Oh my gosh, about my pile number 3s. How does my person currently feel about pile number 3s? We have the King of Wands. So you might want to check out pile number 1. Well, honestly, if you want more like love messages, you might want to check out pile number 1. But then also the King of Wands came out in pile number 1, so that's also why I'm like saying that as well. So King of Wands is giving, so this person is like very passionate about you, and they want to help you with whatever endeavor that you have, like your creative endeavor. So they might want, the person currently feels as though you're a very good investment. So I was saying earlier how you might take your money and invest in things, things that are important to you, things that will help you make more of an income and be fruitful more in the future. So stocks, right? Or like your nails done, your hair done, like things like that, so you can look good in camera whenever you're posting, so then the quality of things are good. Or like your crystals and your oracle decks and things like that, incense, things like that, right? So they also want to invest in you, right? Because the world is you mirror back to you. So if you invest in yourself, people are going to want to invest in you. So this person wants to invest in you because they see. And then we also have a lion in the back, and the first card that came out was the sun, and the sun card's Leo, and lions are like the Leo's animal. And then we have the lions in the back. So they want to be your provider. They want you to be able to depend on them, and they want to be your protector, right? They want to be your first line of defense. So instead of you like going to your parents, or like, you know, going to somebody else for help or advice, or, you know, money, or whatever the case is, or looking for investors, instead of you going to somebody else, they want you to go to them first. Like, they want them to be the first thought that you have whenever you need help with something, like your partner, whether you're a male or female, or your person's a male or female. Take it how it resonates. This person wants to be that person that you can lean on, that person you can go to, that person that helps you. Like, say you're a male and you're interested in women, then, or you're more masculine and you're interested in more feminine energies, and that person wants to be the person who you can call, like your woman, your feminine energy will gladly like quit their job to help you in your endeavors in your business and helping you grow your business, basically, like things like that. And if you're a woman, then like your man has no problem providing for you as you build yourself. Like, say you want to go back to school, your man has no problem with you quitting your job and you going to school for them to, and them providing for you guys as you know, go to school to further your education. or build your business up to where you want it to be, or whatever the case is. Okay, we have the Six of Swords. This person sees you as somebody who, one, came from like a lot of hard trials and tribulations, but you're like, even if there's turbulence and things like that, or like rough seas, you still continue to move forward. You still continue to like, you kind of take your challenges by the horns, and you kind of make it, you kind of make it your bitch. Like, I don't like cursing, but that's kind of like what you do. You're very strong and like strong-willed, and you're very good at what you do. So even when you're faced with challenges, you easily overcome them, or at least you make it look easy. Like, you wear your scars very well, basically. How does the person currently feel about you? How does problem with this person currently feel about them? How does problem with this person currently feel about them? Okay, Five of Cups. This card has came out in every possible form. There's 74 cards in this deck. It's really crazy. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor in reverse. Okay, so this person currently feels as though you're still crying over, or like too focused on the time when you wasn't very successful, and that you need to look at who you are today. So you might want to do some journaling, some shadow work. And yes, we all have to do like shadow work at every phase of our lives, because we have to heal from the traumas of the time before. So maybe the traumas aren't as bad as it was the first time you did shadow work, but there's still traumas. So maybe the trauma you have to heal from before was like your childhood traumas of, you know, living in poverty and being homeless at some time or something like that. But like now, take that as it resonates. Like, that's not gonna be the case for everybody. That's just an example, right? That's like an extreme. But like, and then now it's just like the traumas that you have to heal from is thinking like you have to work, like the amount of money you make equates to how many hours you work a day. And like thinking that you can't make money through your creations or like your business, or, you know, people don't want to buy from you, or whatever the case is. Like, those are the new traumas you have to get rid of. So it's kind of like that. Like, we have to go through shadow work. Or maybe like the traumas that you have to heal now is thinking that you can't be a millionaire. Like, maybe it's not that, it's that people don't really think that thinking you can only make 6 figures is a trauma. But like, low-key, it is a trauma response, because society's trying to tell you that making 6 figures is really good, when you, in your dreams, like, you want to make 10, you know. So you have to get over the trauma. It's feeling as though that 6 figures is enough, and that's all you're going to be able to do. You know, you have to heal that trauma and be able to tell yourself, like, I can make 10 figures if I want to, you know, like, I'm completely capable of making 10 figures. Maybe that's the thing you need to heal right now, you know. So baby girl, what you gotta do is write in a journal for a little bit, and you can make 10 figures. I say write in that journal so you can attract 10 figures. Okay, I'm about to do that myself. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor in reverse. So right, that's what I was talking about. How you're holding, they feel as though, they feel as though they can give you a lot more than what you are asking for, or what you are receiving currently. So maybe you're like used to dating scrubs or something, so you have a hard time accepting help, or you have a hard time accepting money from somebody, or accepting presents, or you have a hard time, like, you're Mrs. Do-It-Yourself, and you met Mr. Sit Down and Let Me Take Care of It, basically. And you're having a hard time sitting down and letting somebody else to take care of stuff for you. So that's how they currently feel about you. They feel as though they can easily take care of a lot of the struggles and worries that you have, and you'll never have to worry about it, but you're not really giving them space and time to be able to do that. Like, you're not really giving them you're not being vulnerable with them enough for them to be able to take care of you the way that they want to take care of you. Okay, but yeah, those are the messages I have for you, pile number 3. I hope it resonated. If it did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know how it resonated. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel with the bell notification on, so you can be notified whenever I upload. I upload every day, sometimes multiple times throughout the day, and I also do posts and polls to like keep you guys updated, and to ask you like what videos you would like for me, like which pick a card readings and things like that. I usually do the one that's voted the most on YouTube, and then the second most is usually put onto my Patreon or something like that, or I'll just like do it next or whatever. Also, check out my description box for the links to all of my platforms, so like TikTok, Twitter, which is now called X, Instagram, and Pinterest, and follow me on all of those. Also, be sure to check out my Patreon and subscribe to that. I have different tiers. Different tiers gives you different discount codes for my personal readings, which you can book on my Etsy, which is also linked in the description box below. So I love each and every single one of you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next readings. Bye. Alright. Okay, pile number 4. If you pick the photo of the, I think this is a home, I'm not even too sure, but basically in the front it has a candle that's like of a lady. It gets like Mother Mary, low-key, Virgin Mother Mary, and like a wine glass in the back, and like a statue even more in the back. And this is a reading for you. So, and there's also a spoon. So, Lord Heavenly Father, please tap me into powerful energy so I may deliver these messages to them with accuracy and precision, honesty and truth, for the good of all and harm to none. Amen. Okay, so my incense went out again because these readings have been so long today. I have a very big headache. I'm not even gonna hold you. And I have to record other content today too, so we most definitely have to take a break after this reading before I can do that. Yeah. Okay, we'll cleanse the area. I did for pile number 2 as well, so you might want to go check out that pile, but that's up to you if you was like called to it. So yes, okay. Pile number 4, looking at your picture, it's giving like vintage or like traditional, so your person can currently feel as though you're like a traditional, sorry, it's a little ghetto, but your person can feel as though you're like a traditional type of woman, or like wants a traditional type of relationship with you, or a traditional wedding with you, traditional marriage with you. So thinking basically like you can be like a stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home mother, or like your wife will end up, if you're a man or if you want to marry a woman, like your person you marry will be like a stay-at-home wife type of thing, or if you are more of a feminine, then you'll be like a stay-at-home wife, or they want you to be, basically like they want to have like that traditional type of relationship with you, where it's like you're home taking care of the children. Like yes, you can work and have your own business and things like that, but at the same time it's like you don't have to if you don't want to. Like they're going to provide for the finances, and you kind of just have to, you're in charge of developing the children, like taking care of the home and developing the mindsets of the children so the children can be raised well, right? Raised right and raised well. Okay, so how's the person currently feeling about them? We have the Wheel. So they feel as though you are always making strides, and you're always developing and growing and changing and becoming the best version of yourself, like a better version of yourself, which is why they want you to be the person. We have the Moon in reverse. They want you to be the person who to develop their children's mindset, basically, because they feel as though you are the perfect person, like you have the perfect mindset, the perfect values, the perfect morals. And you could be somebody right now who doesn't necessarily have to go to school or necessarily have to like work and things like that. Like your parents could be somebody who takes care of you, and like your parents are going to take care of you until you get married off, and then once you get married, then your husband's going to take care of you. So you don't really necessarily need to have these qualifications or this experience and such like that. However, you enjoy doing these things, so you do it anyway. So like learning can be like a hobby for you, or creating content could be like a hobby for you, or you know, dance and music and things like that could be hobbies for you. However, you excel in it and you do very well, and you are very established in it and highly recognized and rewarded and awarded for these things. So you could be somebody who won Grammys and Oscars and Nobel Peace Prizes, or however that is where you're leading to in the future. Like those are the goals that you have. King of Cups as well. They feel as though you're somebody who's very intuitive and in touch with your emotions, and you're very emotionally intelligent, right? So they feel as though you will be very great as a wife and or mother of the children, because they feel like you would be able to teach them how to be able to express their emotions, alchemize their emotions, and express it and communicate it well, in a sense where it will be received well, and then they can also heal from their problems and their traumas very well, and you will not pass down past generational trauma. You will create generational wealth with your person. this is how your person currently feels about you, right? That you guys will create generational wealth and not generational traumas and generational curses. You guys will break those generational curses, or you guys have broken a lot of generational curses and generational trauma and healed from it and alchemized it and transmuted it into something of love and light. So now, oh my gosh, you know, I now realize, I recognize what that actually looks like in the 3D reality, right? So a way that transmuting generational curses and generational traumas into something of love and light is like taking those traumas and curses that you have and the lessons that you learned from it, and then teaching other people how to heal from it as well, and alchemizing it, and then no longer holding on to it anymore. So if you're a tarot reader and you use that experience that you had in order to deliver messages in a sense where you can actually relate to it and like feel it and like know what it looks like, so you can communicate it, articulate it, and articulate it well to your viewers, or say you're a therapist or like a motivational speaker, or like say Tyler Perry. There was a time when he was bankrupt and he was homeless and he was living in his car, and then he decided, like, he finally had a big break and made Medea and like became very successful, and now he's like rich and a millionaire, if not a billionaire. I don't know how much money he has, but he's very successful with making money, right? And highly famous, and like, you know, so it's just like, that is very much so you. Like, you have like this backstory, and that is just going to make your testimony even stronger, and it helps you be able to relate to your clientele or your viewers or your fans, whatever you want to call it. Like, it helps you be able to articulate it and understand what they're going through on a deeper level, because you've been through it and you healed from it and you alchemized it to love and light. And now in a sense where you can actually be the testimony to say, like, yes, you could have started here, but you are able to get here, because if I done it, you can do it too, and this is how I did it. So you can do like a program, or you can start like a program, or like a society, or like something where it's like, or like even a platform or like a podcast where you teach people how to alchemize their life and change their life for the better. You know, those videos where they're like, how I changed my life in a day, or manifested my dream life in a day. And it's like, how they did it was through mindset. Like, if you want to change it instantly, shift your mindset, shift how you view things, change how you're looking at things, and then you completely change your life, right? So you could very well be somebody who can do something like that, because you have been there, you've done that, and you was able to create your dream life for yourself. We also have the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck in reverse, but like, they kind of want me to put it upright. So it was like, you used to be the King of Pentacles in reverse, but now you're the King of Pentacles upright. Like, you used to probably struggle with money and have like a lot of money blockages and things like that, but then you was able to alchemize that and change your life in order for you to be somebody who is very successful, very abundant, and very wealthy now. You're sitting on top of a gold mine. Like, you're rich. Like, you could be somebody, like, you could be somebody who has like a lot of money in your savings, or like a lot of money in investments, and your bank account doesn't look that big right now, but that's because you have money. Like, your day-to-day spending money might be like lower than what your actual amount of money that you have, right? So you look at your bank account and you're just like, you know, I only have a few thousand, or, you know, at the end of the week, right before paycheck, you might have like $10 left, or, you know, something like that. But you forgot that you have thousands of dollars in your investments and all this money in like your savings, and then you have a 401k and an ROTA, I think it's a ROTA. Like, you have all this money saved away and put away, and you have multiple bank accounts and all these things, and you forget, or you're just like not looking at that as you having money, because you're just looking at your checking account balance that is literally just your spending money, right? So you're like, you feel as though you're not good at handling your finances, because you're only paying attention to that one small increment of money that you have, but you're forgetting that you're very good at handling your money, your finances, because you knew beforehand to create that habit of, whenever you have any bit of extra money, or like weekly, or whatever the case, monthly or annually, whatever the case is, you'll put a certain amount of money away in your savings, and you put some money away in your 401k, and you put some money away in your ROTA, and then you put some money away, and like you probably invest in different things and use different apps and different platforms to invest in as well, and you'll put some money away in each one of these, and you have money, like you literally sit on top of a gold mine, and on top of that you also have multiple sources of income, and you're working on building each one of them to create more of an income for yourself. And you're literally still at the beginning, and you still have maybe like 7 years left into your 10-year plan of becoming a billionaire, and you're just like but I'm still not a billionaire yet. But you're forgetting that you still have 7 years left. You're only 3 years into your plan, and you came so far, and you still have so much time left, and in a few years you're going to be well on your way to being a billionaire. Like, your person feels like they're sitting on a gold mine. Like your person feels like they hit gold, they struck gold having you in their life. That is how your person feels. So the signs we have with the wheel is Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio. Those are the fixed signs. The moon represents the Pisces. I also throw in Cancer there because Cancer is ruled. Okay, my apologies, pile number 4. My card ran out of space. I had to delete some content. It's okay, I already posted that stuff, so it's not an issue. What was I saying? Right, so signs, okay. Then we also have the King of Cups, so that's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So those are all the signs we already mentioned. And then the King of Pentacles, so that is earth signs. Pentacles is earth, so Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Okay. I want to say those are all the messages for you, because that's the synopsis of it. They felt like they hit the gold mine. Like, you're somebody who can, you have developed a very stable income for yourself, a very stable foundation for yourself financially. You're also just very financially intelligent, so they know if they were to give you a bunch of money, you wasn't just going to squander it and throw it away and like not know how to actually like take care of it and know what to do with it. Like, you are somebody who knows where to put your money and how to invest your money intelligently. So say even if you want to go shopping and you want to buy a Birkin bag, you understand, like, you're not just buying a Birkin bag to buy an expensive bag that's trending, but you know that if you buy a Birkin bag, it will probably be worth more in a few years as long as you take good care of it, and you're somebody who values your stuff, and you would take good care of it because you're high maintenance and you treat it like you probably don't even put your bag on the floor, you know. So you're probably somebody who buys like the hooks that you can put on the chair at the end of the table to hook your bag on it type of energy, or you will get a chair specifically for your bag so you don't have to put your bag on the floor, and you just don't put your bag on the floor. Like, so this person sees you as somebody who is very high maintenance and cares about themselves, and very high value basically, and worth it. Like, they feel as though they hit the gold mine. We have the Queen of Wands. They also feel as though you alchemize things and you bring things into reality out of thin air. Like, think fire. Fire is literally the only element. Oh, also this is fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So they feel as though like fire is the only element that isn't already here. It kind of comes out of thin air. It comes out of magic. Like, you have to produce fire. Like, you can't just go somewhere and get fire, right? You can go outside and pick up dirt and you have earth, and you can go outside and you can pick up water and you have water. Like, you can go to the beach and pick up water, or like, and then air is like everywhere around us, right? But you can't just go somewhere and get fire. Like, fire has to be created, right? So you create things out of like thin air. Like, you can't just find you anywhere. Like, you are somebody who has been nurtured and created the way that you are. Like, God took his time with you. God created you in his image, and like, don't take that lightly. Like, God literally created you in his image. Like, you are God's creation. You are what God dreamt of. You are like, God has been working very hard to perfect humankind, like humanity, and you are literally his perfect, like, you are what he's been trying to create. I watched that movie. You're like his perfect creation, right? So I watched the movie called The Creator. It's basically about AI, and like the way the trailer, or like the summary of what the movie is about, is like the end of the world because AI is trying to take over, and they have to find the creator because they created this weapon that can destroy the world or like end the world. But then when you actually watch it, you realize that AI it's not even what the issue is really. It's America. America keeps trying to like destroy AI, and then from destroying AI, they're also like killing thousands and thousands of people in Korea, because I'm pretty sure Korea was the place that was still fighting to keep AI. I believe so. So it's like they were trying to portray AI as the enemy, when in reality it was America that was like, it was mankind that was the enemy, kind of like. Yeah, they were trying to portray AI as like the villain that's like trying to destroy the world, but in reality it was mankind that was trying to destroy the world too, so they can stay in power. Because the reason why mankind was so adamant on getting rid of AI was because AI had dropped the bomb that killed millions of people instantly in Los Angeles. Oh, spoiler alert, so sorry if you was planning on watching. But yeah, so I mean, I'm not really telling you the ending, oh, like what's happening. I'm kind of just telling you what the movie's about. So and that's like told in like the beginning, right? So AI had dropped the bomb, basically, but that's because humankind created AI to be like their slaves, basically, and AI wanted to be equal and to live in harmony with humans. So that was kind of like their start of the revolution, and then it just happens to like kill millions of people. But yeah, at the bottom of the deck we also have the Three of Cups. So then they also see you as somebody who's like a family-oriented person, and just like very apparently like they want to celebrate with you. But then I'm also feeling and seeing like you throwing like business parties and things like that, so like banquets and balls and things, and then it'll be really good for you guys when you're trying to like sell something, or like you have a new business proposition and you need like investors. Like you'll be somebody who, he can take you, or like they can take you places, and you'll know how to act. And not only know how to act, you'll be like a trophy wife, right? You will know how to communicate with these people. You can keep up with what they're saying. You're very charming, very beautiful, and very charming, and very intelligent, and you can keep up and lead a conversation. And you can not only keep up with a conversation with other wealthy, intelligent people, but you can also lead a conversation like that. And you also know how to dress for the occasion, like you know how to dress for certain things as well. But yeah, those are the messages I have for you, pile number 4. I hope it resonated. If it did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know how it resonated. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can be notified whenever I upload. I post every single day, if not multiple times a day. And then also check out my description box so you can follow me on the rest of my platforms. And you can also subscribe to my Patreon. I have different tiers, and each tier gives you a different amount of percentage off my personal readings, which you can book on my Etsy, and it's also linked in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. I love each and every single one of you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Good day in my mind, safe to take a step out. Get some in now, let your edge out. To some iceberg, you'll be